Okay, so today in class we talked about how we could find the slope of a line when I give you a table or an equation or a graph. So for this problem here, I asked you to find the slope and the y-intercept of the line represented by the table. Remember, our slope is abbreviated with an M and our y-intercept is abbreviated with a B. So, to find the slope of a line, we first want to make sure that we have a constant rate of change. And the way we find our rate of change is we talk about the change in our y values, or our often referred to that as the rise or vertical change, over a change in our x values, or the run or the horizontal change on the graph. So here we go. If you notice, our y values here have decreased by 20 when our x values increased by 5. So if I were to make a ratio of y over x, it would be negative 20 over 5. And if we go from 100 to 80, that also is a decrease of 20. And from 10 to 15 is an increase of 5. So we do have a constant ratio for our slope, our change in y over our change in x. It stays negative 20 over 5. And negative 20 over 5 we can simplify to negative 4. So this line would have a slope of negative 4. Now to find the y-intercept, remember the y-intercept is the y-coordinate where the line crosses the y-axis. And at that point, when the line crosses the y-axis, the x-coordinate is always 0. So really what we want to find out here is if I make x 0, what would y be? Well, if you look at the pattern we have, every time x increased by 5, y decreases by 20. So if I were to call this an increase of 5, we would have to put 140 in here, because that would then decrease by 20, and we would keep our pattern going. So our y-intercept, when x is 0, y is 140. In this equation, our y-intercept would be 140. For today, that's all you have to do is find the slope and find the y-intercept. Remember, your slope is your rate of change in y over your change in x. And the y-intercept is the y-coordinate when x equals 0. Get practicing.